Nico, hold on. I'm gonna get us out of... Damn it.
That bastard's around here somewhere.
Someone's coming.
Check out that door.
Show's over for this one. Room clear.
Roger that. Stay sharp.
I need to find something to use to get out of here. Come on!
What the hell? Don't move! I don't think so. Not today.
What the fuck? Hold it right there. Turn around, put your hands up. Do it now. Wait. Shit, you're Dr. Alpha, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. Just wait until I tell the others about this. Get on your knees. I got the asshole that blew up the hotel. It's only Dr. fucking Alpha. We are in a bar at...
Over here! There they are! Now! Start firing!
I mean, I need some of that. Well, hold on. Calm the fuck down, dude.
Hello.
I don't like this, Spencer.
Yeah, the doctor's here.
Someone, okay, Spencer, take your shirt off so we can check your bag. Take your bag off too.
Do what you do. See if he's got a motherboard.
Shimmy more. Can we just fucking like hold on?
No, Steve, seriously.
I'm
Take
saying
your
what
bag
this
off.
fucker's chest
your
shit.
bag.
Copy that. Removing duffel bag.
Steve, look.
Honestly, dude. Now I want that black duffel.
Take a look at his
Hold on.
back.
See if he's got the. See if he's
I'm
got
scared.
the motherboard. You know where.
No, he's got
Holy
some,
shit.
some back scarring thingies. Yes, I see the markings. Yes.
Interesting. So then, what's in his rib cage? Because that ain't got shit to do with what happened to me.
Maybe that scarring was just from when he was whipped as a slave. You gotta remember, he was a slave at one point.
It's gonna be precision. There's gonna be two at the
Precision.
spine.
You have a
To
look.
the
Tell me if it's the
spine.
same kind of scarring. Is it scarring from a whip? Which I'm not joking. He really was a slave at one point.
Well, there's symmetrical and then there's slave whips. You can make that determination yourself. If it's not in line with his bone structure, then no, he doesn't have an SNID.
But then what was that? What were those voices coming out of him?
That doesn't look good.
Oh, I'm not saying that AC didn't play with his ass, but I highly doubt with all of the intricate elements it took to put together an SNID that they were able to slap together a second one so quick.
I mean, those look
Your
like slave
backpack
whips to me.
and your-
It doesn't. Is he,
Everybody
did you guys let
needs
him
to take a
inside?
step
Oh,
back.
is this the? Where's the doctor?
Wait a minute.
The doctor's right
Wait a
here.
minute.
Okay, great.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Everybody
oh,
back up. Everybody
wrong
just
one.
back up, just in case. Everybody just back up.
Okay.
Somebody
Doctor,
instruct
you have a
him to
look.
remove his stitches by himself. He'll do it himself. Don't jeopardize the doctor. To have him open his stitches himself and somebody stick their hand in there and see what's in there.
Right, stand by, stand by.
Okay.
Let me just put my gloves on.
Open your stitches now.
Alright, got the surgical gloves on.
Spencer, open your stitches.
Copy that. Opening stitches now.
Well, at least it's not feeling pain.
Jesus.
Oh, that is not good.
No, those stitches are under his rib cage, but he has regular whipping on his back.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
looking
gotta
at.
check his rib cage for the. Yeah.
The scarring on his back does not coincide with symmetrical SNID implant. He's not carrying a nuke, at least not the size of mine.
Oh, it's a bit messy in there. Oh, are you feeling any pain? Are you feeling any pain?
Negative. All pain receptors have been... Error. Bodily damage has been sent.
Uh-oh. There's something unnatural in him, Doctor. Whatever it is, I don't know, but there's something unnatural in him.
Yeah, he's got a chip inside him.
So he's just a tattletale. He's not carrying a nuke.
No.
Congratulations, you found a spy. That's a little bit more than just a human flesh.
Well, do you want the good news or the bad
Christopher
news?
Black.
The good news is he's not going to blow up. The bad news is there's an amalgamated chip inside him. Tracker, probably.
Wait a second, Christopher Black. That means you can no longer use this man for espionage. You can no longer tell him anything that is of a sensitive nature. Do you understand?
We could always just cut it out.
Okay, yeah, there's no bomb in him, actually. Yeah, there's no bomb in him. Why don't we just cut it out?
Yeah, I can do that.
There you
Wait, it said if he dies.
The only problem is, though,
Wait,
that if I cut the feed, if I cut the signal, amalgamated are going to be aware that something's gone wrong. That either he's died or somebody's tampered with him.
They did the same thing whenever they disengaged the nanotech in my neck the other night. They know. So he'll be safe just like me. They just won't be able to track him. You'll have your man back, Mr. Black,
Right.
if he's important to you. If not, then for the integrity of your safety, you have a choice to make. Is he valued to you or is he expendable?
Right, well if anybody's got
None
a
of my
battery,
metrics
I can
are-
remove the chip and connect it to the battery, so therefore it still sends a signal, but it's no longer in his body, and they will be none the wiser.
Well, then let's put it on the wolf and send it running.
Okay, stand by. Let me just cut it out. Shit. Nearly there. Nearly.
What that
Got it.
means, Lieutenant, somebody is really interested in what you boys are doing. Y'all need to watch your toes and mind your P's and Q's. Make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, because they got a hold of one of your boys and put that in them, which means anybody can be gay.
Right, here it is.
This looks like it was clearly a hack job.
Right,
Working for a moment.
okay, it's wrapped up in that rag that just dropped on the floor.
Does anyone have paper for this motherfucker? He's gonna fucking die right in front of us.
Oh,
Maybe not.
okay.
Come here and take this, Spencer.
Spencer, I want
Come
to
here,
look
take
at your
this.
body right now. Look up. Just look up at the sky. See how blue that is?
What?
It's fucking amazing. Hey, Doc, maybe you wanna get some, like some sewing material to, Are you still bleeding?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there? Oh, fuck that. Okay.
That's why I told you.
Why
to
the
look
fuck
down,
is there a
you
giant
fucking
hole in me?
idiot.
Why is there a
Shut up.
giant hole in me?
Will you hold still? I'll stitch you.
Yeah, I just had my hand in your chest cavity, but it's okay. No damage was done.
Ah, Christ, can you
Hey,
fucking, like, not...
They got a hold of you and
This
chipped
looks
you.
like
They
a,
were trying
bit
to
of a hack.
spy on the Steve crew. It's a hack slack job. Other than that, there's something at the end of that tunnel in the cave across the way. You're gonna need some hazmat suits to get up in there. Wherever this lab is that is conducting these forms of experiments, we need Dr. Alpha and Dr. Crims to have access to them so that they can continue work on the cure for the virus. All other imposters I can take out. I just need you to bring them to me. Whether they're expendable or not is up to y'all.
So my wife might have her old AC access card. So if there's any locked bunkers, we should be able to get into it.
Yeah,
But
there
she
are a
has
few
level
here.
8 clearance.
There are a few bunkers on this island. Some are inactive, but I do believe that there's one that we don't know about.
The sooner we can locate a laboratory where Dr. Alpha and Dr. Crims can do their work. Not
Yeah.
only could they possibly defuse me, but they could save a whole lot of people at the same time. With that blood work that you're doing, if we could get a sample of that immune T cell y'all been working on, Dr. Crims has an idea about a cure. I'm sure by the time your two brilliant minds get together, y'all are going to come up with some great stuff for mankind. In the meantime, y'all need to be on your toes. As you can see, if you're slipping, they're going to chip you.
Yeah. Well, at my clinic in Pinecrest, I do actually have an operating table and a few basic surgical instruments, but nothing that's really going to be able to sort you out because you've got a lot of hardware inside you, and obviously that's not my department.
Lieutenant Steve, so that your mind will be set at ease, I will come with Dr. Alpha to his facility so that you can know what to expect. I'll show you.
You got it.
You'll 10-4. Let me lock up.
What's the quickest way there, Mindy?
The back roads behind Sultan.
Yeah, that's a good point. So,
Yeah, this way. Go this way. Follow me.
Anybody
Whoever's
who can
gonna
get a
go-
ride.
whoever's
I'm
gonna
in,
go with a
Mr.
jet
Black.
ski, that'll work too. Oh shit, guess we're gonna be first.
Bridge, or the long bridge.
So we went up there anyway. And they started shooting.
It's just
Well, if
defense
we threaten your
time.
family, what will happen?
Well, the other guy was robbing
I think
him.
this man
The
might
other
be
guy.
infected. You should do your
You have any
tests.
food?
Oh right, does he need blood samples taken?
Yeah,
Oh boy,
I think
blood
so. We
samples.
just found
I can
him.
give you tons of those. I got a dirty rag here filled with blood.
Well then.
Pretty sure we were talking about
Do you
your
reckon-
blood.
Do you reckon you could kill that brute over there with your pickaxe? I think you could. If you believe enough, you can. You will.
Hey, you guys got any spare loot you can spare? Spare?
If you
Look
kill
behind you.
that brute with
Get your pickaxe out.
Kill it
Fuck
with your
that.
pickaxe. I'll give you my.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not stupid. Fuck that.
Okay, well now I need you to stop running.
Sounds like.
There's a crafting guide on there if anyone wants them. I've got them all.
You should probably leave town. This is not a safe place for somebody like you. Especially when
I
you're
don't
in
care.
pumps.
You don't care about your life. So if you were to die right now, you wouldn't really care.
Yeah, pretty much. But I
Wait. Okay, then. Blood samples.
Okay,
I'll get the blood samples.
I could scrape them off the floor, but they'd be contaminated.
Just get the one that's pouring out of his head.
Hmm.
There we go. Did
At
anyone?
least he died for a good cause.
I was going to say, did anyone know what his name was?
No.
Too bad. Right, so who are we doing first?
Mindy, did you need any food?
Go
I'm
ahead
not
and
calling
clean him up.
dibs.
Yeah.
That's the simple
No,
version.
it's okay. Save could go first. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it.
Thank you.
Don't look at me like that, Dr. Alpha. Oh, fuck.
Dr. Trotters, come on.
Right, okay.
What's wrong with this guy?
He's under surgery. What do you think?
There we go.
I'll show you the difference between your
Sometimes I have
imposters
these blackouts.
and the real deal.
I got some blood from you anyway, so I can use that as a sample for later. Thanks for that.
Great.
By the way, Alpha, before we continue, I should mention that being part of the Human Genome Project, I'm sure you're familiar with it. I have a very interesting DNA structure. So if you ever need a blood sample from me, just let me know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're up for it, I can also take a brain fluid sample as well, because as you know, the last stages of infection goes up to the cerebral cortex and then spreads to the frontal lobe. And the frontal lobe is what has all your memories and all your personality that makes you. And once the virus attacks that, it degrades, and then obviously that's when you turn into one of these things here. But if the brain fluid comes back clear, then you could be a carrier, but not actively infected. That is obviously if you do actually have the virus in you.
Oh, you won't find the virus.
That's good then. But I will take the blood sample anyway, because any modified blood cells are always useful, especially for research anyway.
Yeah, feel free.
Right, I'm just going to use my tranquilizer gun just to knock you out. As you know, nothing. You won't feel a thing. I've got bandages in case it does cause any bleeding, but you will be fine. Okay, just extracting the blood. Okay, got the sample. And don't need the brain sample. I don't really need the brain fluid sample, so I'll just bring you round. Oh, I don't have any salt on me or any adrenaline. Oh, there you go. You're round.
Mindy has all my adrenaline.
Who's next?
Spencer's next.
Okay, fine. I'm next.
Okay.
This place better be fucking sanitary.
Oh, it's
Oh, look, there's a pile of shit right there where he fell.
Okay. Extracting the blood. Okay, I'm glad that you're unconscious, so I can just extract the brain fluid. That's it, no sudden jolts. Yeah, got it. There you go, that's it. That's all fine. Alright, it should come round any minute.
Ooh, he's gonna be pissed. That green hoodie's gonna smell.
Alright, I'm killing fucking trotters. Where is he?
No.
No, you're not.
Well, I can do a medical examination on you just to make sure that everything else is fine if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Right, could you just take off your glasses?
Oh god. Ow.
Okay, I'm just going to perform a medical examination on you. I know the apocalypse, I know it's the apocalypse, but we don't escape domestic illnesses such as the flu, and just to add insult to injury, so let's just see what I can do. Alright, just looking at your pupils. Look left. Look right. And back at me. Okay. My pupils are slightly dilated, but then you have just been given anaesthetic, so that's probably the reason. Okay, just open your mouth wide and yeah, open your mouth wide and stick your tongue out. Okay, tonsils are a little bit inflamed, but then that could be down to the meat that you've been eating. Right. So, do you ever feel drowsy, nauseous, get headaches, or feel dizzy?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Or like at least 3 times a day.
Okay.
He's an avid drug user. He left that part out.
Okay, well that explains that then. Does your vision get blurry with a green tint, and do you sometimes feel uneasy on your feet? But again, this is a bit of an awkward one because of your medical history.
Well, there was that one time that I was extremely irradiated, and everything felt like a fire, and I kept killing mutants because I thought they were because they were impersonating Steve. So there was that one time.
Right. Well, one thing I would say, I know it's hard, but try not to drink the water from the river or puddles, as they are contaminated, as you know. I mean, if you do begin to feel sick again, contact me on my channel. I can give you some anti-rad pills or anything like that. But yeah, as an active drug user, most of your symptoms are pretty much linked to that, and also because I've just given you anaesthetic as well, so your body's pretty. It's like a war zone. Okay, my pig is going crazy. Right, yeah, you should be fine. You should be fine. I mean, I've got the blood sample, I've got the brain fluid, so yeah, I can check that later.
I am extremely hungry right now, and I am looking at trotters.
Could somebody remove Barry Trotter from the room, please? Thank you. Yeah.
And I'm covered in shit. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not shit.
Okay.
Glad to meet you.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Oh yes.
That's how I call myself. Yeah.
Yes, I think we spoke on the radio briefly a while ago. We were trying to meet up at some point, weren't we?
Aye.
He spent some time in the bunkers, and he's wanting you to get a blood sample from him because he wants answers of his own, Doctor.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay, you if you just want to stand over in the corner there, I'll I'll sort you out. Alright, don't tense. It's not going to hurt. Right, okay, I'm just extracting the blood now. Okay, now I'm going for the brain fluid. Okay, patient is perfectly still, no jolts, and I've got both samples. Should come around any second.
Oh man, that shook me up.
There you go. Are you feeling dizzy, nauseous, anything like that?
Sometimes I do have these blackouts, as you could witness before.
So that's all good, and I've got your brain fluid and your blood samples, so I'll add those to the others, and when I get a chance, I'll be able to test them properly. And obviously this is just my clinic and that, but I do actually have a separate bunker where my family live. Obviously I don't like to have them here for obvious reasons, so they are kept completely separate and they are secured in a bunker, because I'm not sure if you are aware, but my 11-year-old son is an active carrier of the virus. He was bitten when we was at Atlanta at the CDC, and the only way I was able to suppress the virus from spreading was by using spliced DNA with a brute, and the DNA strand was strong enough to hold the virus in place, but as an unexpected side effect it activated a growth hormone, which turned him into the size of a fully grown man. So obviously an 11-year-old boy in the body of a fully grown man, there's a lot of people that wanted to get their hands on him, so we had to leave. So I brought him here and I keep him locked away, simply because if he was to roam outside Wasteland with me and people were to kind of hear him talk, they would be pretty shocked and alarmed to see a fully grown man with the voice of a child, and I can't take the risk of anyone trying to take him or trying to kill him. So he's at the other bunker with my wife, and he's staying there. So I do have more than one reason why I need to find a cure for the virus. You know, one that's very personal to me, and also to save the rest of the world as well. So every blood sample I take is one step closer to finding the answers I need.
It completely defines your passion, Dr. Alpha.
Yes.
Cage, you might want to sit down for this one. I misunderstood you earlier. I thought you said you was going for a nap, but you definitely might want to have a seat at the table for this one. This one might, let's just keep it between us. How's that?
All right,
Dr. Alpha.
Yes.
First thing, I believe you're gonna find something today that's gonna help your son. First things first, you'll always be able to tell the imposter from the cure when you're able to do your tests without any tranquilizers. You may take your samples at this time, no anesthesia required.
Okay then.
Initiating exoskeleton commence. You're free to work, Doctor.
Okay. I've got the blood sample. I'm just going to go around to the back now and get the brain fluid. Do not move. Right, got it. That's fine. Yeah, I don't usually do this on conscious patients simply because, obviously, you know, when you're injecting into the lower cortex of the brain, any sudden jolt could cause paralysis, permanent paralysis. But you are a different person, so it doesn't, you know, there's no worry with that at all with you. I've got both
And now
samples.
I have a secret for you. There are things in my blood that I believe will help your son, Dr. Alpha. So the moment you can, get in there and look at them. I think they'll help.
Okay.
They got all kinds of different nanotechies. You're gonna find a dozen or so different breeds, or whatever they're supposed to be called. And that's how you'll be able to determine whether they're real or not. If you can take a cerebral sample without them flipping out.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, most of the people that I take samples from are usually unconscious. You are the first person I've ever done it to while being, well, fully awake and standing in front of me.
That's how you know you're dealing with something different, Dr. Alpha. I'm sure you're gonna find something special in that blood sample, and I've got a good feeling that's probably gonna help your son.
Thank you. Well, like I say, once I get back to the main lab, I've got all the special tools that I need to check the samples properly, and I will be able to see if I can find anything useful. I mean, I do hope that I can find something from the other guys that I took blood from today. But yeah.
The last I recall, Dr. Krims said something to the effect of 12 different software versions of nanotech in my system alone. Not to mention I have over 200 different software versions waiting to be released when they need to be.
Nice. I mean, I'll let you into a secret. This is something that nobody else knows. But back when I was at the CDC, I did something I probably shouldn't have done, but I actually injected myself with some self-healing nanobots. So I don't ever get sick, and if I get any wounds or I get stabbed or anything like that, as long as they're not fatal, my wounds heal really quickly. And the reason why I've done that is because the way I see it, I need to survive, because if I'm the one person that can find the cure and I die, that's it. So I kind of see it as a selfless act, but I know there's plenty of other people that would probably be angry that I've done that.
Well, we all do what we have to do, Doctor. No judgment from me. Am I clear to put my gear back on, or is there anything else you wish to see?
No, that's all I can do.
As you can see, the very, very faint scars, they did really good covering it up. Better than most 21st century cosmetic surgery from what they tell me. You'll see it goes from the base of my neck, every 8 inches down, all the way to the motherboard underneath the spine, or the SNID. Alright, is there anything else you need from us, Doctor?
Not that I can think of. No, that's everything I need. I've got more blood than I needed for blood samples today. That's going to keep me busy for a while now.
Cage, you know the way back? 10-4. We'll be fine on foot.
That's great.
I just didn't bring any artillery with me.
Yeah, just do what I do. Use the tree line, and you should be fine.
10-4. It's been a pleasure, Doctor. I hope you find what you're looking for everywhere you're looking for it. Until next time.
Yep. Excellent stuff. I'll let you out. There you go.
Godspeed. You have a great evening, and Godspeed, Dr. Alpha.
Thank you very much, and see you later.
Let's get me some water. I'm a little thirsty.
When everything is turned to black, you don't know where to go. You need something to justify yourself. Silences are broken.
Honey, I'm home.